but such is the perspective of elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true, as if 'tis all a matter of poise. I admit, I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now. Huzzah! What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. It is a strange thought, but how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance with this bow has divested me of such doubts. With the ingenuity of this design, if only my people would take heed. It is all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tool so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glyndal's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
Right you are.
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a ferry stone to return here in an instant.
Battle is upon us! Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. The chance you'd like to see it?
Already have what we seek stored away.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
I'll save you! Go where your help is needed.
This is quite a quandary.
Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
Nun lis Carolyn. Salma Arenf.
Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
Ilmen Arenfanne.
Valis Harenon, Alana Fe in
Intal ne Malin.
Nun be Oyonda Ata.
Vanalin Hirosh Soron.
Nandawin Fe no Endiliran and Newman.
Isilrod Fanon, Fennumen in Tayal.
Morfanenwen al
Findamund.
We're on their Minotaur.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
Findemund Fionaro.
Nihia Menia, Valia, Tiavana, Nasur. Alana.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest. To you. Shall I tell you more? We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
We must rest, though the sun is still up. It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off? Feeling rested, I trust?
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? How extraordinary. Fancy a candle? Fine wares all.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have... Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding!
Well done, everyone.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and his neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this.
Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that Your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Pray, follow me.
You seem in fine spirits.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
Naught can threaten us if we...
Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Towering Earth, are you? One moment. Here it is. Towering Earth, the Forsaken Text. Ah, you may take it, I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in my care, 'tis as a pearl before swine. Not to mention, I've already read it. With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not, almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel. Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. I've need my time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the deterioration of my eyesight. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Yet these old eyes might serve some use if only I could wear the spectacles I had specially made. Alas, they were confiscated at the time of my imprisonment. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades with a great many attendees, if you catch my meaning. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my poor spectacles. What say you? Would you consider doing an old man a favor? I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might actually get through one of my tomes. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. You are my only hope.
Over here, if you please.
Living's odd. But dream?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Open your eyes, everyone. It is dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Shall we get some rest then?
go on an adventure. Come in here. Always finds me out. I'm not getting in anyone's
I'm not risking my life for a kitten.
I've walked hunter and I know how to spend it.
We shall await you here, Master.
Hail, friend! You've come at a good time. I was just hoping to speak with you. Have you heard aught of the masquerades being held in the palace of late? 'Tis said they are in celebration of the sovereign's valorous deeds. However, in truth, my mother is merely holding them to strengthen her ties with her closest retainers. But therein lies our chance, for I suspect one among them might prove an ally to our cause, a man by the name of Patrick. Might I ask you to infiltrate one of these masquerades and give him this letter? I imagine that's the most prudent way to go about this. You have my thanks. I would handle this matter myself, but I am afraid I cannot attend the masquerades. Mother refuses to allow it. I will speak with a sentinel I trust and bid that he ease his patrol on the evening in question. Pray, make use of this opportunity to slip into the venue. Patrick will be wearing a mask without a mane, and a blue cape, I believe. Hopefully this information will be enough for you to seek him out. Come to think of it, there has been tell of some important figure from a neighboring country being invited as well. I've not been told much, but any guest of my mother's is bound to be the mark of much attention. Mayhap 'twould be best to stay away from this figure, lest you attract unwanted notice. You should be going now, friend. You're not meant to be here in the first place.
Preparation's key. I up my training regime.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along. I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are within the masquerade hall.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace. At least here I can...
My eyes grow heavy.
Our first sovereign in decades. Last.
What is it? Is there aught you need? Ah, I see. Thank you for giving this to me. I shall pen my answer anon, behind closed doors, naturally.
One dance, my hair's in disarray.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batal. Apparently, even privately owned items come to be contained.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Perhaps I'd best attend to my duties.
Sometimes I wonder.
It's a blessing.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all you like. You won't find
In here.
I've been here the whole time. Open up! Open this door right now. We're coming in.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Such quietude is amazing.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
I've trained for this.
Such peace. Such peace. Reigned.
Many thanks. Patrick has already sent his reply. 'Twould seem my mother's tyranny has been weighing heavily on his heart. He has pledged to continue our correspondence and aid me in putting an end to my mother's injustices. This would not have been possible without your assistance. I am afraid I cannot offer much in the way of recompense, but pray, take this.
Mayhap I'll come here when I've a day to myself.
Such as new bloody stars. Barely lift their swords. Would that all my days.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
This sort of quiet means all well. Polished it this morning.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would. However, 'tis a matter best kept from prying ears.
Tired. I kip just about anywhere.
Suppose I'm tired. I've barely slept a wink.
Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Deesa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
Even the best of us has his limits, I suppose.
I'm in it now. I'll make a living if I get myself injured.
Quiet at last.
It is good to be reunited.
Beg pardon, sir. See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? 'Twouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Many thanks, sir. With this, you're a regular citizen of Vernworth. Thought you should have this.
Never should have taken this shit. Time to be heading. Look, as long as you can think of things.
Hail! Bigger the crowd, less eyes on me. Where are you off to? Very well, I hope.
What are you up to?
Where are you off to?
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ale. Wonderful.
Glad of a chance to talk with you.
The sky always puts me in.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
That's odd.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, for some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain, yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. How extraordinary.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit at this hour. This isn't much to go on.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared. Tis a perilous journey I've had arisen. When that griffin came upon us, I feared we were done for.
Good morrow, everyone. Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
Go on, regale me with a tale of your adventures.
I never should have come here.
This is a bit much for me.
Couldn't say no to a nice, juicy.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boats.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Ah, you've returned. Oh, my spectacles. Well done, sir. With these, I shall have no need to fear any letters, be they small or faintly scrawled. I shall learn aught I can, that the day might come when I can repay this debt I owe you. Many, many thanks. Take this as a token of my gratitude.
That was certainly worthwhile.
A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
I must confess, can scarce afford to keep us spending place I'd like to find good conversation. Nice place this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Try all I might. I can't get something on my skin.
Look, as long as you please.
Got to try to enjoy life where and when I can.
Would that I had a helping hand. I've got to sweep
This
and
looks as
dust
good a place
before
as
I
any.
take supper.
For my next shipment. Interested in my wares? Interested in my wares? Pleasure doing business.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
Of my support.
If I'm not careful.
That's it!
Well, the tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no bounds. Passage into and out of the village is restricted, and we're being treated as slaves. I had intended to endure it till Ulrika returned to us, but I fear the villagers have already reached their limit. I'll be honest with you, as you've earned my trust. We've a mind to leave this village for good. The Dragon's Flame has devastated the land here, Many of the villagers question whether it is worth attempting to restore it. When I mentioned as much in a letter I had smuggled to Ulrika, she told me that the village she's staying in would be glad to take us in. Only problem is how we're going to get past the soldiers. They've confiscated all weapons to forestall our escape. Perhaps if we could reclaim the stolen weapons, or find a means of procuring some anew, we could force our way out through strength of arms. Alas, we villagers are kept under constant watch. It would be unwise for us to attempt aught on our own. You are our only hope in this matter. Pray, lend us your aid.
Stop this! I beg of you!
That's enough.
Hail! I've not forgotten what you did, helping me save my brother. Would that I could return the favour. But we've a bit of a situation here, if you hadn't noticed. Our weapons are being kept in yon storeroom, with those cowards stationed in and around it day and night.
Say, mayhap we could distract them. Then someone could slip in and...
Are you mad? We're simple villagers, no match for trained soldiers. But I suppose someone's got to act. All right, how's this? We'll draw the guards' attention, giving you a chance to sneak in and get our weapons back. You'll do it then? Right! You wait here. We'll have him away from his post in a trice. Just you watch.
What do you think you're doing here? Halt!
Stop this! I beg of you!
Nowhere to go.
That's it!
How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. I am certain the other villagers shall be glad to arm themselves with their weapons of choice. My thanks. I'd wager we stand a fighting chance now. The time has come to leave this village behind.
I've got you cornered, rat.
Don't fret, I've got you. With me! Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
This cannot be!
Retreat!
We must withdraw and regroup!
You have my gratitude for aught you've done on our behalf. We'll make for the village Ulrika's staying in on our own from here. If I were you, I'd leave this place afore reinforcements arrive. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But if you're of a mind to visit, know that we'll welcome you into our new homes with open arms. Till then, farewell.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside. I'll gather this. It might be of use. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Goblins, Master!
Skillful bit of thieving. You do your vocation proud.
Most impressive, Master!
Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
That was certainly worthwhile.
On my way! There's no need to make camp. We've energy enough to press on for a while.
It's enough to make camp only when the need arises. I say it, We trounced our foe well and true. Well done, Master! With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a ferry stone to return here in an instant.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen? No harm shall come to you!
Hope you're not here to create more work.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to change your vocation. come see me anytime. Always a pleasure.
I am honored, Master.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me. Do come again.
Some of us get complacent, but I train every day.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Understood.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Air Master! Saurians!
Fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? On my way! Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Have no fear. Everything will be all right.
That reminds me. The pawns here are all men, I notice.
It's surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss.
Asps! Mind that they do not poison you!
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud. I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
ourselves. The battle continues.
That was certainly worthwhile. Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Truly?
Very well. I shall return. We ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance.
We fight. To arms.
Understood.
We were very thorough. Whatever secrets this place held ought to be ours now.
Let us make for a safe location where we might regain our strength. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
Right you are.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As a... We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? I've not trained for this.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Well, this is no good.
Reckon your road's been a long one. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least you'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks.
Go on, have a look.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
Well,
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy the item you requested. Here you are. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Well, I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience. Many thanks to you. Greetings. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Good food and good sleep make for a healthy mind.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Dreams are free, I say. Mayhap I'll nose around. See what's selling me. Now, where was I bound again?
They're too late to further one's trade.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is... Here you are. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little... Hope to see you again.
I'd not mind lingering for a spell.
Need anything? Might as well take a look while... You're here, eh? Many thanks.
My stomach's growling.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy the item you requested. Here you are. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Hope to see you again.
A forgery. I wonder whether we'll find a purpose for it.
All honest coin is made while the sun is high.
Nothing doing.
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
My ears snuffed out in the blink of an eye.
Unbelievable.
The wise are as discerning with time as with coin.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy the item you requested is... Here you are. Ah, I see. You desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. Hope to see you again.
That's enough intellectual labor for one day.
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
I'd sooner talk.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy the item you requested. Here you are. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Hope to see you again.
Presume to confound you, do you? Take it easy.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Need anything? Need anything? Many thanks.
Seems this old man's time.
Do not test me. I'm in fine settlement.
Have you found any grimoires? Very well. Then your trial is complete, and I shall teach you my magic in time. Patience, my pupil. I merely wish to observe your skills a little longer. A riddle most inscrutable. Meteoron? What manner of magic is that? It differs from all magics known to me. I cannot even begin to unravel the process behind its formulation. Tell me, who taught you this magic? Trisha taught you? That cannot be. Unless she's awoken to her powers? Why is this the first I'm hearing of this? Amy ought to have informed me at once. Wait. You had a hand in this, didn't you? Amy would ne'er have allowed this to come to pass unless some meddler had forced her hand. Begone! I have no words to speak to you. Any agreement twixt us is null and void. I would not share a single incantation with the blackguard who imperiled my daughter's life. Get out of my sight, and do not...
Feet are dead. My legs are dead.
Need anything?
My legs are stiff as boards.
Sleep.
Reckon your roads been trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll... Many thanks.
Quite a quandary.
So, we meet again.
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
Would that I could spend all day here.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Suppose I'm tired. I've barely slept a wink.
Give me a moment to think.
Suppose things can't always go my way.
You're going to regret that.
Bestie, you'll never live it down.
I'm done for.
Looking for a fight, but I can take you.
By your leave, Arisen. Focus your strength, Arisen!
got to make hay while the sun shines.
Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Be at ease. I am here by your side.
Got to make hay while the sun shines.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Am I going to make it?
You impudent little...
I'm the predicament.
Well met, sir.
I'll not be cowed by the likes of yous.
I don't fancy my chances.
Should I get up to today?
I sleep on my work.
Apart from my joints, I've naught to complain of. There's no hope to be found where'er I turn.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
I'd gladly stay here forever if I could.
I've a pressing duty to which I must attend.
Hold! Why is that ring in your possession? It ought to be on my daughter's hand, not yours. I gave it to her as a gift. She gave it to you, you say? Never mind. I would be alone with my thoughts. Leave me. Leave me. I shall hear word of my daughter from any, not from you.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Wolves, Master!
Not bad. I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Well said.
I shan't let them harm you.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
Ah, said that. We might find a use for it. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might. Would anyone care to push? You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. No, how might I serve you, Arisen?
My word. Never did I dream we would come upon such a rarity.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst.
Gran, I want to learn magic, please.
This again, child. You know full well your father has forbidden it. There are plenty of things more deserving of your interest. Why not turn your aspirations elsewhere?
Why must you always take Father's side? I'd have thought you'd understand how I feel better than anyone. Why won't they let me study magic? It isn't fair. What is it? If you look, 'tis dreadful dull round here. How long do they mean to shut me away? All I want is to study magic, but Gran refuses to teach me. If only I had a grimoire or two, then I could study on my own. If you find any grimoires, would you bring them to me? You needn't seek them out. Any you happen to find will do. Still, I'll write up a list of the tomes I'd most like, so you know which ones to keep an eye out for. Let's see. There. All done. Mayhap I was a little overeager, but you needn't bring them all. Just 2 or 3 would be swell. Though I would be thrilled to have the lot. Oh, and Gran is like to confiscate the grimoires should she espy them. Pray hand them to me when she's not at home. Have you brought me a grimoire, sir? Thank you for all the grimoires, sir. Is that the last of them you'll be bringing? Then you have my gratitude for all you've done. Oh, mayhap this will suffice. 'Tis a ring my father gave me. 'Tis only fitting, really, given he was the one who forbade my studies in the first place. Go on. 'Tis no cheap trinket. Now,
Miss Tricia was positively thrilled to receive those grimoires. May her studies prove fruitful.
You have my support. Your path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
Procuring goods at market is ever a trial. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? Ah, so Miss Trisha is Sir Merdin's daughter. It is only natural that he should worry for her well-being.
Trisha! Oh, my darling girl. We managed to avoid the worst by some miracle. I am grateful for your aid. You must come visit us again, once she has recovered.
'Twas a near thing, but Miss Trisha is saved. Let us look in on her again in the coming days to see how she fares.
Of course. Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Hoy, 'twould seem I've you to thank for saving me as well as Gran. Who could have suspected things would happen as they did? 'Twas as though my very self was about to vanish. Gran said 'twas because the magic within me is many times greater than 'tis within other people. She's going to teach me how to control my magic so it won't happen again. I can hardly wait. Oh, that reminds me. Keep this a secret from Gran. But when my magic was all out of control, I learnt a sort of technique. I'll need to study hard if I'm to try it without exploding again.
Learning to shackle such immense power seems a monumental task for a child of her years. I hope she'll fare all right.
Walls draw near! Was excellent! I could have done no better!
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
So, we meet again. Might as well take a look. What? Well, you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Have we any gold left after that extravagance?
No sense ruining the cost. Such purchases are a given on an adventure as important as ours.
Amy has told me of aught that transpired. 'Twould seem you were instigator and savior, both in this affair. In truth, I know not what to think of you. Looking upon your countenance fills me with rage, and yet I cannot deny my gratitude to you. I dreaded the thought of my daughter sharing her mother's fate. Yet I see now that my attempt to protect her was merely suffocating her. In hindsight, mayhap you did what was best for my daughter and her happiness. But as her father, 'twas not a choice I could have made. If you would still learn of my magic, I must ask you to grant me time to consider whether or not I am fain to do so.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead. It was a surprise to find someone living out here. And an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
Curious, isn't it?
Of course. I was telling you aught I know of the sea's peril, of the brine. And you'd know that if you hadn't fallen asleep the moment I'd begun. Now, 'tis common knowledge the brine hauled any ships seeking to venture into open waters. As if to say, there's naught out there, so don't bother looking. But does that not strike you as rather miserly? Even if we are to believe that there's naught across the sea, why must we be kept to our shores? I should like to confirm for myself if there's truly naught to be found, and why shouldn't we? An old man with naught, sailing out into a sea of naught, and dying for naught. Where's the harm in that? When I said as much to the brine, they only stared at me in amazement. A lie, it may all seem, but 'tis the honest truth. I've beheld it all with my own eyes.
Shedding. Must be my winter coat growing in.
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty to aid our people?
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. You would leave one of your own to die. This is impermissible. A village is nothing without its people. Sacrificing that poor soul amounts to cutting off your own arm. As Half's leader, you ought to strive to do whatever you can to bring him back alive. Can you truly say this decision benefits your people, Jonas?
Who are you to question me? I'll suffer none of your impudence, outsider! Be gone from our village!
I, Jonas, I am an outsider, and therefore have no reason to heed any commands you would give. I shall follow my own will, and do what must needs be done. All those with the strength and courage to do the same, join me at Stormwind Cave.
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be of aid.
I will not. 'Tis you. Have you come to join us in our rescue effort? My thanks. We shan't fail with you by our side. The captured villager ought to be within. Let us hurry.
Where are the Saurians?
Let me get that.
saved. Thank you.
Thank heavens you yet live. Let us be on our way. The other villagers shall be thrilled to see you in good health, I'm sure.
Shall we report our results?
Have my admiration. I doubt even my own master has obtained an article so rare. Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boats.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
It's rather high. It might be beyond our reach. Methinks I can make it over there. Might I be of assistance? I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
You have returned triumphant, I see. Oh, what a relief.
Indeed. And now that the task is done, I shall leave Har village, ne'er to return. In exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. I incited them, and so I alone ought suffer the penalty of exile. Yet I will go forth from this village with my head held high, glad in the knowledge that no lives were sacrificed under my watch.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika. In light of your good deeds, all shall be forgiven.
After you left, we who remained discussed that which our village treasures most. It is as you yourself have said, a village is nothing without its people. We ought to have learnt that lesson well after the dragon chased us from our homes. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. Ulrika, would you honor our village by becoming its chief? 'Tis our hope that you will guide us, and that your kindness and wisdom shall unite our people, human and bestial both.
Aye, if that is what is needed, I shall rise to the call of duty. I vow to protect this village and its people with my life.
I could not have imagined a better outcome. The village will surely prosper in Sir Ulrika's care.
'Twas a pleasure.
I ne'er thought the day would come when I'd be asked to lead another village. Fate can be rather strange. This time, I shan't allow a single soul to be lost.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Well, fancy a look at my wares?
Always a pleasure.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. The sun climbs high. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. How might I serve you, Arisen? I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. The sun climbs high.
I heard what transpired. Thank you for fighting on my people's behalf. You cannot imagine my relief when I beheld that everyone had made it out unharmed. Say, would you visit me again once night has fallen? There's aught I would show you.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
You've come. Glad I am to see you. Follow me, if you would. It's a strange thing. I ne'er knew how vast the sky was, till I left Mel behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, if your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, then may this village... No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine.
Now there's a hassle I could do without. I welcome rumors of any sort, my friend. Aye. Sigurd. You're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. Aye, good luck to you. For so long as we are united in our resolve to slay the dragon, you shall have my aid.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
We've got goblins!
That was well fought.
There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Not bad! Keep your eyes peeled as we crop. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
No harm shall come to you!
Come on then! Let's dance!
Come on! Don't...
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now. Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say we forge on together for as long as we may. Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious.
Understood. One can see far to the distance from here.
Could be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
Right you are.
Heavens preserve me. Heavens preserve me.
Many thanks. This is for you.
What's this? We're under attack! Arisen! Are you unharmed?
Of course.
Tremendous work! Once more.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
On my way!
And I shall remain by your side.
Too late! Focus your attacks on its heart!
Stilling its pulse is no mean feat, but it can be done.
Strike at the heart while it's exposed!
Incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Truly?
Focus. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
By your leave.
Ah, I'll take that.
Arisen! I knew you loved this.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
You should be.
Hobgoblin! Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? What's more, I do believe our party would stand to benefit from the addition of a sorcerer.
Their command of magic makes them dependable allies. We have found a material. No! The Arisen has been poisoned! Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true. I'll gather this. It might be of use. Arisen! Are you all right? In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it? The day grows darker with our every step.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village?
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?